All right, Shalom, all praise be to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakodash. Double honors to our apostles, a great millstone. The rule with honor and with diligence, and honor to you brothers out there pushing this truth and love and sincerity to wake up the elect. Peace be to the elect and their families, those that change according to the word, calling on the names Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in a time of trouble. And may the Lord deliver you from in these evil times that we're living in. This is just an admonishment, on brotherhood, man. And how brothers should treat one another with care, And it's just, a quick lesson, But we have to, when the scriptures speak about, putting off the old man and his deeds, when we come into this faith and come among brothers, it is our responsibility and duty to grow and be examples to others, man. We have to be examples, and we ought to treat brothers and their things with care, man. You may not come into the truth with everything you need that's necessary for you to get by in life. You may need a little help in some areas. A lot of brothers grew up in environments where they didn't have people to teach them the correct way on how to, survive or thrive in life, So it's important to be examples, good examples of how brothers ought to be, man, how brothers ought to live, man, And then doing that, you must grow continually. You must grow. You must be adaptable, And younger brothers that are coming into faith, you're supposed to mark the perfect man, like the scriptures say. You're supposed to look at the brothers that's over you and how they live their lives and conduct themselves, and you're supposed to gather that information into yourselves, man. This truth is about growth. It's about forward process, or progress. So like a forward progress, You can't be in the truth and be stagnant. Sometimes you make old mistakes. Sometimes you mess up, but that cannot be a continual thing. And when you're dealing with life, man, it's okay to be a burden. Say, your boss may have a demon on them, or your boss may ride past the camp and see you teaching and may come to work and put hell on you and fire you. You lose your job, That's not your fault. So what happens is, if things like that happen and you come up short on your dealings in life, brothers come in and aid you to the best of their ability until you get back on your feet. But that doesn't mean that what that means is, you become more adaptable, man, or say for instance, you have a job where you don't get along with the boss, and every time you see that boss, they just get on your nerves, man. You have to become a supplanter. You have to learn how to, how to deal around that boss that gets on your nerve, man. You may have to you have to learn how to deal in that situation, because that's your livelihood. You know, you can't just quit that job and say, yeah, well, there's another job, you know, or, you know, it's not always wise to leave a job, you know, if you can work out the differences, man. You know, because you know that's going to put you behind. And then what's going to end up happening is you're going to have to go to other brothers to help you to, you know, get yourself back on track. You know, because most of the time when you start a job, you don't get paid for that first week, you know, so that puts you off track. You know, then you got to, you know, if you get paid 2 weeks, you got to wait pretty much 3 weeks before you get paid, you know. So that's putting you in a bind, man. That's putting you in a situation where you're going to have to, you may have to need to borrow money from brothers or whatever the case, when you could have just dealt with your hell on that job that you was at and you know, and just, you know, stayed there. You know, sometimes, man, that's a part of your hell, man. Sometimes it's a part of your hell to deal with situations. And you know, if you're in a situation where you constantly in and out of different jobs, you know, if you're constantly in a situation where you got to find another job, or you may need to borrow money, you know, that's not growth. That's not growth, man. You're supposed to graduate from situations like that. You're supposed to have some stability. You know, becoming a man means you have some sort of stability, man. You know, if you're constantly in a situation where you're constantly in a bind, you know, what happened? Yeah, that boss was an asshole, so I left. You know, like sometimes you got to deal. What if you go to the next job and the next boss is even worse of an asshole? What are you gonna leave that job to? So you're gonna become a continual. You're gonna continually be the person that needs help. And then if you continually be the person that needs, like, if I ever need help from Brotherhood, in my mind, okay, I'm gonna put myself in a situation where I can be a help, because I'm not just gonna take from the Brotherhood, man. It's unprofitable for me to just always be the person that's taken. You know, I'm gonna pay my tithes, and if a brother needs help, I'm gonna be the first one to say, "Hey, brother, here you go." You know, because this truth is about give and take. You have times where the Lord bless you in His truth, and you know, you're able to help brothers. You know, but you also have times where you fall into need, and you may need brothers to help you, but you don't create times where you fall into need. If your boss is an asshole at the job, sometimes you got to deal with it, man. Sometimes you got to deal with it. You know, if that job is not preventing you from doing the work, then sometimes you got to find a way around that situation. You know, because it's a lot of brothers that have been on jobs for years with people they don't like. And they just keep going to the Lord about it, and eventually the Lord deals with it, man. But if you get upset and you curse that boss out and they fire you, and then you walk off the job, now you're putting yourself in a situation where you didn't handle that situation right. You know, the scriptures say, if at all possible, live peaceably among all men. If you got an asshole boss and your boss is telling you this is how you need to do the job, just do what you got to do, man. And if you plan on leaving that job, have some money saved up. And already have another job before you leave that job, man, because that's a part of growth, man. That's a part of being a man. You know, That's a part of putting off the old man, you know, and other things, man. You know, if a brother lets you borrow, if a brother lets you borrow his car, you know, first of all, man, don't trash the brother's car up. You know, have potato chip bags and water bottles all in the brother's car. And another thing, if you get in the brother's car, brother give you a ride, man, and you got, you know, food, clean up your mess. You know, you don't leave trash in a brother's car, man. No, I'm just saying this because these are things that we have to grow from, man. We gotta become like royalty, man. You know, we gotta grow from certain things, man. You know, as brothers, man, we gotta become more brotherly, man. You know, and brother let you use this car, or brother give you a ride and you leave trash in this car. That's being ungrateful, man. That's being childish. You know? You know, and this truth is about, you know, honor, man, and respect among brethren, man. It's, you know, so we have to be careful. We have to be really careful. The Lord is looking at how we treat the Lord. The scriptures say, "You'll know you're my servants by how you love one another." And a person that loves another treats them with honor and respect, man. Treats their things with honor and respect. Hey, brother, let you use this car. You treat his car better than yours. You don't go flying up flying through the city, going up and down. You know, you do what you needed to use the car for, and you go park the car, man. You don't go joyriding, flying up and down the street, man, driving speed racer in a brother's car, man. You know, I'm not pointing at anybody, you know, personally, you know, for doing this. I'm just saying we have to show honor amongst brethren, you know, and brothers' things, man. You know, or if a brother come in town, you know, he have a night where he had one too many drinks, and you know he may leave a item of clothing. You know, he may be leaving the next day or the following day. You know, he may have taken off an item of clothing, you know, and it got stuck in the couch or whatever. You know, a shirt or, you know, or you know, a pair of pants or you know, a pair of shorts. You know, that brother forget it's there, leave it at your house, or you know, a phone charger. You know, you know, the usual things that people leave, a jewelry item, a watch. You know, you make it your duty to make sure that the brother gets his things, man. You know, brother leave a pair of shorts. You don't find the brother's pair of shorts and go and buy a matching shirt and say this is mine now. You know, then you at the camp telling people thou shalt not steal, and you basically stole somebody's stuff. Because if the brother didn't give you permission to have it, that's theft. You don't have an option to say, well, oh, look at this. Oh man, I'm gonna go and buy a shirt to match these, and you know what's yours and what's not. You know what belongs to you and what doesn't. If it doesn't belong to you, it's your job. If a brother was in your care, it's your job to make sure that brother gets his stuff back. Now if you talk to the brother and say, oh, you left your such and such here, you left this here, and the brother said, oh, brother, you keep it, that's different. But if a brother leave a shirt or an article of clothing or a piece of jewelry, you're not to be sporting his stuff all around town, man. Well, nobody claimed it. Did you make a all out effort to make sure that person got their stuff back? You don't wear that brother's watch around town like it's yours, man. You don't do shit like that, man. Cause what if the brothers, watch a video, see you with his shit on, and he feels some type of way about it? Like, damn, that's like, damn, the brother could have told me he had my stuff, or I was looking for that shirt, or my wife bought me that shirt, or that shirt was a gift to me. It was something that I didn't want nobody to have. The brother may not come off like that, and brother me like, you know what, fuck it, man, it's just a shirt, But if that brother felt any type of way about his stuff, the Lord's gonna get involved, man. It's just certain things that can creep into the truth that can get you in trouble, man. That can creep in and get you in trouble. And you have to be aware, man. You have to be aware not to do those things, man. Because you can get in trouble with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The brother might be like, okay, well, fuck it. It's just this and that. But the Lord might be like, no, fuck that. I'm going to deal with this situation. And we supposed to treat each other and each other's things with the highest regard of respect. And we're supposed to be honorable amongst each other, man. That's very, very important, man. Because, the Lord looks at how we treat one another. That's one thing that he looks at. And don't think that that small thing you think you're doing won't get you fucked up, man. So the Lord get tired, man. The Lord get tired of people and they bullshit and be like, oh, well, you out of here. The Lord will take the oil from you, man. The Lord will put something on you, man. It don't matter that you think is minute or not. Then when you in that situation, it ain't no getting out, man. And I'm not directing this towards nobody personally. I'm just saying, period. We gotta be careful how we treat one another and how we treat one another's things, and we gotta be careful not to be a consistent burden on the body, man. Grow up, man. Men gotta grow the hell up, man. You run into misfortune sometimes, but if it becomes a pattern, then people start get to looking at you like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy, man? Grow the hell up. I'm going to get the scripture real quick, man, then I'm going to get out of here. This is Romans 12, and I'm going to start at verse 9. It says, let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good. And that word dissimulation, because you're not supposed to, it says unfeigned, undisguised, sincere. It says, or presume, it says undisassembled. That is sincere without dissimulation or hypocrisy, unfeigned. You're not supposed to somewhat love a brother at all, man. Hey, those little personal differences that brothers be having with each other is gonna get people killed, man. In some instances, man, a lot of people gonna get killed behind little small fucking minute personal things. And if you can't talk to that brother, if you can't get it off your mind, if you can't get it off your mind, you go to the brother. You make amends. You say, brother, I don't like the way you did this, this and that. And if you can't do that, you let it go. But if you hold on to it, it may hold on to, it may pull you down to the grave, man. You're not supposed to be having no fake ass love, man, for one another. That's bullshit, man. Hey, shalom. You blessing the brother, but in your heart, you got some grievance. You know, we're not supposed to have blessing and cursing in our mouth, man. That's according to the scriptures. You bless the brother when you see him, but you don't like him. You talking shit about him. Yeah, but that brother ain't shit, you know. And we have to be careful not to do that. Let love be without dissimulation. That, you know, without a disguise. Verse 10, be kindly affectionate one toward another in brotherly love, in honor, preferring one another. Okay? Let's look up this word honor. It says a value by which the price is fixed, of the price of itself, of the price paid or received for a person or thing bought or sold. Honor which belongs or is shown to one, of honor which one has by reason of rank and state of office which he holds. And then we all in the truth. So we all are part of the same purpose and body. You know, you're not going to look at your right foot and say, I hate my right foot more than my left. You know, you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. Yeah, I love my body, but I hate my pinky finger. I want to get it removed. You're not going to do that to yourself, man. The scriptures say, love thy neighbor as thyself. And let's look up that word preferring. It says to go before, show the way. We supposed to be examples. You can't lead nobody. You can't lead nobody in the way of righteousness, and your life is shit. You have to have some consistency in your life. You have to show the attributes of a leader. And in doing that, you have to mature and grow up, man, and make sure that you're handling your business as a man, that you're on your purpose. Don't be a child reading scriptures. Live, man. The brother Hashimi, I say this all the time. He said, yeah, anybody can know scriptures, but living the truth is the greatest part. You know, have some consistency about yourself as a man. Grow from things. You know, there's some things in life that you go through that you should make sure never happen again. You should, as men, we supposed to have some sort of ability about ourselves, man. You know, but just we have to make sure that we're treating each other right, and then that we're growing. You know, we got to make sure we're doing right by each other's things. That we're not doing anything that can anger a brother or anger the Lord, man. Because how we treat one another is one of the chiefest things of this truth. You know, so we have to make sure that we're on point with that, man. You know, so that's pretty much it, man. Just wanted to do some small admonishment video, man. On brotherly, on being brotherly, man. Because small things can creep in You know, small things can creep in and take away from our, brotherhood. Small, insignificant things, things that you can overcome, but refuse to because your personal emotions are involved, or things that you never grow from. You become stagnant, and you create situations that don't have to be because you're stagnant. You know. There's been a lot of beautiful videos coming on about not being stagnant, about growth, about growing. We have to grow from certain situations. We can't do the same thing over and over. We have to grow from certain things. And it's okay to be a burden if a situation is presented to you to where you can't avoid it. But if you're consistently putting yourself in a position where you're being a burden, that's being a nigga, man. Find some stability about yourself, man. It's other people, everybody else is doing it. You can do it as well, man. No, and that's it, man. Hey, shalom.